And it's a beautiful Thursday morning after the rains, and we're back again to serve you the very best of entertainment here on Showbiz Now. We're live on Joy Prime. Don't forget that you can find us on social media, Facebook, it's Joy Prime TV on Facebook, Instagram, and of course on Twitter, you can find us. It's unified over there, so all you need to do is to type in Joy Prime TV. Make sure you follow us and make sure you drop your comment over there. If you need anything you want us to know, kindly put it over there. We're definitely going to get into it. It is the ultimate experience, and we continue to bring you the very best of everything you need to keep your day going. I'm super excited to be here to serve you the very best of it. My name, God took a microphone, put a soul in it, dropped it on F, named it KMJ, and I was born to talk. It's always a pleasure to be here to serve you. This is Showbiz Now. You're most welcome. I'd like to say a special thank you to Gold Casting Limited, located inside East Legon, close to the UBA Bank. They are the providers of my gold accessories for the show. So I've got my ring on, I've got my bangle on, and of course I've got my chain on as well. If you need any chain, a gold chain, please go there. If you need silver, you can go there. They're definitely going to sort you out. And don't forget that if you have your chain, you want it worked on, you want it cleaned, and everything that you want to do to make sure that it sparkles, that's the place to go. Gold Casting Limited is located inside East Legon, close to the UBA Bank. Many thanks to the team out there, especially to you, Madame Diane, and of course Castro, and all the team over there. Big shouts to all of you. Now let's move on and talk about some stories we have for you this morning here on the show. I've got some more on the foreign stories coming up here on the show. Lots of them that we need to talk about. Chris Brown and all the others, Drake, are all in the news today here on the show. Now moving on, we start from the local front, and then we'll get to the international. Of course, we've got trends for you on social media, Twitter as well. Now, speaking about the local stories, Celestine Donko is up in the news this morning. And she's been talking about what she's been through in the past. And she says she once prayed to God to take her life. Now, gospel musician reveals to Ghanaians the challenges she was confronted with during the early stages of her life. According to her, her family was drained in poverty, and as such, paying school fees became very difficult when she gained admission into Laboni SHS. Now, considering that she was a very brilliant student, Celestine confirmed that her dream to be in school would not have been a reality for that situation. And she says in a quote, "I prayed to God to take my life. I was young. I was overwhelmed by the challenges I faced. I was the best student in my class from primary school through to JHS," she stated. Now, she goes on to say that I was one of the few students who passed with distinction in our district. Because of money, everyone was furthering the education, but for me, I wept. My mother always wept. I prayed and asked God why, she added. Now, she also further narrated that her first choice was Laboni SHS, but before she could raise the money, admission was over. She also admitted the fact that a few weeks later, she saw an advert about new school and in Sani SHS, and that began her success story. Now, she met Azuma Nelson during one of her performances at church, and surprisingly, he gave her a scholarship. Now, moving on, she speaks about award-winning musician who was a degree from the University of Ghana, Legon. Says that today she looks back and smiles because God never failed her with all the beautiful things that's happened to her. In an interview on Restoration with Stacey, she stated she's amazed at how God miraculously touched the man's heart at the point of her need, and therefore, anywhere her success story is being narrated, the boxer can never be left out. And that's Celestine Donko. And I tell you, lots of people who are going through that situation. Sometimes it's difficult, it's really tough, but one thing you should always know, that God will never forsake you. That's a brilliant story over there, Celestine Donko, and we wish you all the greatness that you really want for yourself. God bless you. Now, moving on from there, let's talk about some more stories about relationship. I don't know if he takes me serious to Max Nana Banamwa speaking on relationship. Now, Ghanaian journalist Nana Banamwa has finally opened up about her relationship after Edu Safwa accused her of allegedly snatching a boyfriend. Now, Edu Safwa, in a recent post on social media, warned the journalist, claiming that she has kept her boyfriend's range regardless awareness of the fact that the boy dumped her. Now, with regards to this issue, some social media fans wanted to know about the brouhaha with Safwa, and one user questioned whether she has a boyfriend. Responding to the social media user, she replied in affirmative and also added that she has one, but she has no idea whether the guy takes her seriously like she does. And that's Nana Abba Anamwa speaking on relationships. Sometimes you can be in a relationship and you don't know whether or not the person you're in a relationship takes you serious. Anyway. All right, so that's Nanaba Namwa, my personal person. Big shout outs to you and enjoy your life in California. Anyway, let's talk about some more stories here on the show. And musician Okesiwan subtly jabs medical for being ungrateful. And Ghanaian singer Okesiwan and medical are actually headlocked as an argument has spanned between the two musicians. Now, prior to their beef, medical dropped some shade at Okesiwan in a recent post on Snapchat, mentioning few friends who have supported him since he entered into the music industry. He mentioned people like Chris Wado, Black Bongo, Bisokade, not to mention but a few. He further also went on to state that he can equally put his life on the line for these people when the need arises. Responding to his post, because one also thrown shade on Snapchat, and he wrote, "I would be crying on my deathbed if I wasn't alive to spit facts and truth. You don't preach loyalty and from fool people and claim you will be grateful forever." Even though he didn't reveal the person that shade was thrown at, fans say the shades were definitely directed to medical for failing to acknowledge him in the list of the people he posted. And that's what it is. It's crazy what is going on. It's crazy what is going on. And definitely you want to get into these conversations. Now, we're going to be following this keenly and see how it actually, pans out. Ghanaian industry is full of beef, and they like beef, and they're always beefing. So let's see how this one goes. You all remember Okesiwan, and you know what, he's all about sometimes. But let's just see how this one actually goes, right? Okay, so that's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. On the local front, we'll have some more coming up on the foreign front. And I tell you what, I've got news on Netflix. And I've got news on Game of Thrones. I've got news on Chris Brown, Drake up here on news. And of course, Justin Timberlake is also in the news, all coming up shortly. And of course, trends on Twitter. We'll be delving into it. We'll be checking out what exactly has been going on Twitter, who is trending and who's not. All of that coming up here on the show. But before that, let me jump into some, acknowledgement. We'd like to say a very big thank you to some brands who have supported us over the period. We're grateful for all the support they've given to us, and we'd like to say a big thank you. So big thank you going out to Wilma. We'd like to say a big thank you to you. And Huawei, we say a big thank you to you. A brand like Huawei is a quality top brand that you definitely want to do business with. And we'd like to say a big thank you for all the support you've given us all this while. We'd like to say a big thank you to UBE Ghana Limited. UBE Ghana Limited, coming all the way from the multimedia group. We say we're grateful for all the beautiful things that you continue to do with us as a media company. Of course, we'd like to say a big thank you to Mystery of Christ Church International. Mystery of Christ Church International. We're grateful for all the love and support you've given us over the period. And this is going out to you as well. Now, Naflin Group Limited. We're also grateful for the support you also continue to give us. And Nanase Opoku Sarkodie Ministries New Life Body Care. We're also grateful to you, New Life Body Care. We're grateful to all of you as well. Nanase Opoku Sarkodie Ministries. We're grateful to you as well. God bless you. And also Neil Sashi. We're grateful for all the support you've also been giving us as a media brand. We say God bless you. And then of course going out to you, Nightingale School of Nursing. We say we're grateful to you as well. Nisi Pharma Limited. God bless you as well. These are brands and companies that we've dealt with as a media brand, and the support and love you've given us has been awesome, and we'd like to say a big thank you. They all have excellent customer services, and you want to patronize them. If you're watching me right now and you've never dealt with any of these brands that I've spoken about, it's brands that you definitely want to be sure that you're dealing with, because they believe in customer service, and they do well to give you the best and quality products and services that you need. All right, so please go ahead and enjoy the very best of it. Now, we also want to say a big thank you to Novartis Pharma Services AG. Novartis Pharma Services AG. We're grateful. OA and J Pharmaceuticals Limited. God bless you as well. Nestle, we're grateful to you, Nestle, and of course, Old Mutual and Parama Company Limited. Parama Company Limited, we're grateful. Now, we've got a lot of them that, we'll be saying thank you to on the show. We're doing it, and it's a customer service activation that we're putting out there to all the wonderful people that have been doing business with us. We would like to say a big thank you to you once again. We're grateful for all the love and the support you continue to give. And these are brands that, once again, I would entreat you to go ahead and be a part of what they've been giving to society and all the beautiful people out there. You don't want to miss out on that. All right, so let's get into some stories on the foreign front right now. And we're going all the way to Netflix, who is actually establishing something quite awesome that you want to also know about. We'll share that story with you here on the show. Now, Netflix establishes $5.4 million Chadwick Boseman scholarship at Howard University. And if you're a fan of Chadwick Boseman, something quite exciting is about to happen to him. And Netflix and Howard University have established a $5.4 million scholarship in honor of Chadwick Boseman, called the Chadwick A. Boseman Memorial Scholarship. Now, the full scholarship will cover 4 years of tuition at Howard's College of Fine Arts, which was renamed after Boseman earlier this year. Now, Boseman attended the school studying directing and earned a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree in 2000. Now, this semester, one scholarship will be awarded to each class year. After that, one incoming freshman will receive the scholarship annually. Now, students in the dramatic arts will be considered first. So, a question, it says, it is with immense pleasure and deep gratitude that we announce the creation of an endowed scholarship in honor of alumnus Chadwick Boseman, whose life and contributions to the arts continue to inspire, said Dr. Wayne A.I. Frederick, president of Howard University. This scholarship embodies Chadwick's love for Howard, his passion for storytelling, and his willingness to support future generations of Howard students. I'm thankful for the continued support and partnership of Chadwick's wife, Mrs. Simone Leeward Boseman, and to Netflix for this important gift. Now, Netflix co-CEO and Chief Content Officer Ted Sarandos said in a statement, while Boseman was taken from us too soon, his spirit is with us always in his work and the good that he has inspired. He always spoke of his time at Howard and the positive way it shaped his life and career. Now, we have the opportunity to give many future superheroes a chance to experience the same. We're grateful to Simone and Chadwick's whole family and our partners at Howard University for making this possible. The recipients will always and will exemplify a drive for excellence, leadership, respect, and empathy and passion, according to the school. Boseman died in August 2020 after a private battle with colon cancer, and that's what we're talking about. And all right, so congratulations to him, and we wish him the very best of it, even in death. And we're excited that school like this is taking that opportunity, to also do something for his memory. And this is what we entreat many universities to actually do. If you have somebody who's very astute in a particular field and they are no more, even while they're living, we should endeavor to make sure that we put them on that level before they even pass on. And when they do, we'll still continue to remember them even in death. And this is something good to actually, be grateful for, especially the family of Chadwick Boseman. Now, let's move on to more stories. A Game of Thrones prequel official teaser is out. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones, this is what you've been waiting for, and I'm excited. I'm excited about it because, guess what? A lot of people out there have always been following this Game of Thrones things, and they always been looking out for what is going to happen next, all right? So the dragons are actually coming. The dragons are coming, and the official teaser for House of the Dragon has dropped, and get ready for all the types of action that you will definitely experience. The Game of Thrones sequel looks dark, fiery, and a bit of a balm to those missing Game of Thrones based on the teaser. Now, God's Kings, Fire Blood, the caption read, and the teaser on YouTube as well also says it all. Now, the Targaryen focus spin-off comes to HBO Max, which is owned by CNN's parent company in 2022. Here is a teaser I want you to check out.
The realm. Do you know what the realm is? It's the 1,000 blades of Aegon's enemies. A story we agree to tell each other over and over till we forget that it's a lie.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back for another House of the Dragon update video. Well, my friends, I was definitely wrong about when we would get our first official teaser from HBO. I was not...
Alright, so that's Game of Thrones, the new teaser over there for you, and I'm sure you're looking forward to it. Make sure you catch it, when it drops officially. Now let's move on to some more stories. If you're a fan of Chris Brown, Drake, well, they are in trouble for copyright infringement. I'll tell you about it. Chris Brown and Drake have been sued for copyright infringement over No Guidance. Now, I'll tell you what, Chris Brown and Drake straight up jacked another artist's work for their hit track No Guidance, which claim a singer and producer in a lawsuit is actually putting these people on the edge right about now. Brandon Cooper, who goes by the stage name Mr. Cooper, and Timothy Valentine, aka Drumming Skills, are suing Chris Brown and Drake, claiming No Guidance ripped off the work on a track called I Love Your Dress. Now, in documents obtained by TMZ, Cooper and Valentine claimed their song dropped 3 years before Chris Brown and Drake's No Guidance dropped in June 2019. Now, Cooper and Valentine claim analysis of the beat, lyrics, hook, and rhythmic structure demonstrate that No Guidance was copied or at the very least principally derived from I Love Your Dress. Now, specifically, the singer-producer claimed that their track has the lyrics, she got it repeated 16 times, while Chris Brown's and Drake's has you got it girl, you got it at least 11 times. Now, Cooper and Valentine claim even non-expert listeners can see and here there are similarities as well. Now, claiming Chris Brown and Drake deliberately exploited I Love Your Dress and even taunted them with a lyric about Flew the Coop, which Cooper claims is a play on his nickname Coop as well. The singer and producer are suing for copyright infringement and are looking for big damages. It's been reached out to Chris Brown and Dream's camp, and so far there's no word yet, and that's what is happening with Chris Brown and the only Drake, who's been topping chat and has been doing amazingly well for himself. And you all know about Chris Brown, his controversies and all of that. This one, it looks like, wow, he's not really been in a violent situation, but this is a creative work of someone which the person is not excited about. So let's see how it pans out, whether if they're going to follow this or they're even going to drop the case or settle somewhere before it gets into the law court, all right? That's what it is. Now let's get on to more stories and have something on Justin Timberlake. When was the last time you heard about Justin Timberlake? If you've never heard of him for a very long time, well, Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel are selling Hollywood Hills home for $35 million. So what a way to actually hear about Justin Timberlake for a very long time. Now, Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel want to say bye-bye, and it's bye to a significant piece of their early life, and the couple's trying to actually offload their pad there for quite a bundle and no less. Now, Justin Timberlake and the woman, or the wife, if you like, Jessica, have just listed the Hollywood Hills villa for a whopping $35 million, which has served as a Justin Timberlake LA headquarters since the dude first bought the estate way back in 2002, NYNSC's heyday for a mere $8.3 million, and well, that's an inflation over there. Anyway, it's proved to be a fantastic investment for him because since then he met Jess, had a family, and seriously spruced up the place with some major renovations over the years, including adding a monster pool in the backyard plus other bells and whistles as well. Now, the price tag, especially with the market being what it is today, is warranted considering what's inside and out. First off, the property sits on a 10-acre lot with 7 bedrooms and 13 bathrooms as well, so anyone can take a poop at any time without even worry about what they can see in the wild. Now, pictures over there on the screen tells it all. There are other amenities too as well: a private screening room, a personal gym, a tennis court with lights, garnered kitchen, and also a freaking guest house to boot as well. Now, it is the epitome of Tinsel Town luxury, which of course that is also adding up to all the beauty, and which belong to none other than a Roll Flynn. All right. So if Justin gets anywhere near what he's asking for as price, he will have cleared well over 20 million in profit, which is freaking awesome for him in terms of business, because it's going to be adding up to the numbers. Now, the Timberlakes own property all over the country, including a penthouse in Tribeca, where they often spotted out and about. They also have houses in Tennessee and Montana. So I'm wondering for myself, if your superstar is not really having all the asset and it's not really enjoying all those beautiful moments, then I don't know what they've been doing. And the way these people quote the amount of money they're spending on houses and buildings and all of that, I don't know if really that happens here in Ghana. Because sometimes, Charlie, the amount of money they are quoting for the buildings they are living in the US, it would be difficult. Trasacco, East Legon, which places will be costing like that for our celebrities? They don't have those quotes. If you ask me, anyway. And it's not audio money anyway. This is real money we're talking about over here, all right? So that's what it is for Justin Timberlake. But let me remind you once again that you can join us over here on the conversation we're having on our Facebook page. We're streaming live at Joy Prime TV on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also join us on Zoom and share your opinion with us over here on the issues that we're talking about. If you've got something to share with me, you can join us on Zoom. The passcode is on your screens right now. The ID is also on your screen. Make sure you join us over there, and let me hear from you, okay? I'd love to listen to what you've got and all of that. So drop it, and let's make it happen. We're having an exclusive interview with Big Brother Nigeria's former housemate, Tacha. We'll be telling you when that exclusive interview is going to be dropping. Yesterday, lots of you on social media want to know when it's going to be dropping. Now, it's on our page, our YouTube page on YouTube, all right? So go on YouTube, and it's the new interview that has been uploaded over there on YouTube. So you can go there and check the exclusive interview. We're going to be telling you when you also can watch on TV here on Joy Prime TV, the ultimate experience. Now, let's go on to talk about some more stories here in the foreign front. And Squid Game is up in the news this morning. It sets off a new game trying to figure out why it took off on Netflix. I'll tell you more about that. Now, this is what it is. CNN is reporting on this one, and Squid Game has set off its own Hollywood-centric game trying to explain how, or really, guess why, a South Korean drama that arrived with virtually no fanfare has become the Netflix big as possible, as biggest show ever. And I've seen people talk about it on social media, and the fact that it's even not really an American series, it's something from South Korea, and the kind of attention it's getting right about now, it's crazy. It looks something really like, Money Heist, but it's not really exactly what it is. So if you're a fan of the Squid Game, you might just want to go check it out for some more. But the details on it, after bringing through the 9 episodes, the answers likely can be traced to any one fact, but rather a multi-legged array of them. Now, they included the thrill of audiences discovering a concept on their own without needing pointy-headed critics to direct them. Now, the Black Mirror-style dystopia of familiar children's games turning deadly, and a greater appetite in the US for internationally produced content are already evident in the South Korean film Parasite, Oscar's breakthrough in 2020, and the popularity of other Netflix shows from overseas, such as Lupin. Now, if you've not seen Lupin before, you might just want to check out on Netflix as well. It's a great movie. It's a series, actually, but it's an incredible series. If you're a fan of mystery, if you love, hide and seek, it's one of my favorites on Netflix, by the way, so you might just want to go check it out as well. But as for the series itself, which of course I'm talking about Squid Game, there's nothing so novel about Squid Game that would necessarily account for its assault on social media, having become the kind of trending item that media outlets frankly can afford to ignore. Now, instead, what writer-director Wong Dong-hyuk has done principally involves serving old wine in a new bottle. Seen that way, Squid Game presents itself a visually arresting variation on themes seen plenty on times before, which include tapping into the class divide and the rich, essentially preying on the poor and destitute at a moment when the audience might be more receptive to that message. Now, as is so often the case, time and packaging and platform, that is Netflix, 200 million plus subscribers have combined to create what one executive described to NBC News as an organic fandom, as it was a Vulture noted. Now, this is something that you also want to check out. If you're really, a fan of games, then you might definitely want to go look out for it. Now, let's move on to some more stories that I have for you on the news today here on Showbiz Now. We're talking about Justin Bieber. If you're a fan of Justin Bieber, when was the last time you heard about Justin Bieber? You know that the whole, collaboration with Wizkid and, the fact that they both performed together and all of that is setting Justin Bieber on a certain African, concept of understanding, because Justin Bieber will most likely come to Africa, and I'm talking about the fact that Wizkid has done a collab with him. All right, so if Justin Bieber does not come to Africa in a couple of months, we're going to have issues with him. Whether he goes to Ghana, he goes to Nigeria, it's still Africa. He should just come to Africa. But let me talk to you about what has been going on with him, and the fact that he's been selling some weed that is named after his song. Peaches. Now, you know about the song Peaches by Justin Bieber. It happens to be one of my favorite, but Justin Bieber is doing business. This guy one time is worshiping God, the next time he's selling something else. But let's find out what exactly the details looks like. Now, his Peaches single, which actually lit up the charts, and now Justin Bieber wants folks to be able to light up his pre-rolled joints as well, which is really a serious issue. Now, the singer has entered into a partnership with the company Palms to sell a limited edition line of cannabis. Now, this limited edition line of single-strain indoor flower pre-rolls is rolling out in a number of places, including California, Florida, and other places, according to a post on the company's Instagram account. Goal is to make cannabis more approachable and help destigmatize its use as well. I got my peaches out in Georgia. I got my weed from California. Bieber sings in Peaches. If you remember that song, those are some of the lines. It's actually the opening line on the song. Now, recreational cannabis is legal in California, according to the Palms website. And an interview Bieber gave to Vogue, a portion of the proceeds from the sale of the line will be donated to Last Prisoner Project, which advocates for criminal justice reform around drug policy, and Veterans Walk and Talk, a charity that incorporates walking cannabis and psychedelic use as therapy for former service people as well. Now, weed was something that I felt people tried to make me feel bad for enjoying, Bieber told Vogue, but I've now found a place in my life for weed products that have been beneficial in my human experience. The megastar has a few business ventures beyond the music industry, including his streetwear label Drew House and a collaboration with a cross footwear brand. CNN has read out to reps for Bieber for comment and has not been returned yet. So Bieber is actually capitalizing on his song Peaches to sell joints. You don't know what business is if you don't know business. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so those of you on Zoom, we have people on Zoom that I can talk to. If you come on Zoom, please do well to look good, all right? If you don't look good, I can't pick you, all right? So do well to look good and come on Zoom and talk to me and let me know what you have to say. Justin Bieber is doing the most. And this guy just played a show for God a couple of... Well, weed is not that bad. It's not a sin, all right? It's not a sin to... Okay. All right, so people, now I've got no more, so I might as well want to be saying goodbye to you. But I've enjoyed the time over here. Many thanks to you for coming through and watching. God willing, tomorrow we're back at 11 a.m. right here on Showbiz Now. Don't forget to tune in and also join us on our social media pages. Like our page and also subscribe to our YouTube page. The Ultimate Experience, Joy Prime TV is on YouTube. You can also go there and be a part of it. Tomorrow, we've got exciting conversations coming up. I've got a guest coming through. Barima Amo will be joining us over here on the show to talk to us about a few things that has been going through in his music career. And of course, you also get to join us and be a part of it, all right? Until then, thanks to you for watching, and thanks to the production team for the great work done. Many thanks to Good Casting Limited inside East Legon, close to UBA Bank. God willing, we're back tomorrow. And my name still remains KMJ, the royal host, and the Oba of the media land. Please do good and communicate. Thanks for watching. Bobby, you're crazy, one hell of a human being. I'll see you tomorrow.